Welcome back to Thumbprint Cellars. I'm Scott, the owner and winemaker, and we're continuing our conversation about aged wines. We've decanted the 2004 Andolsen Vineyard Cabernet Sauvignon. This is the Dry Creek Valley vineyard that is on that steep terraced hillside. Beautiful expression of fruit and Cabernet character. We've decanted into the traditional. My favorite, the glass. You get a little bit more of a story here. It's going to start off as a little bit tight and open up like kind of a beautiful rose. I've just suggested that, so it's probably one of the aromas I'm going to get here. Oh, beautiful red rose, and no, I get a lot of cherry. This vineyard always has a lot of cherry character in it. We're getting a little bit of a plum, almost into that prune character, but not quite a full-blown prune. Definitely a dark plum. Wow, and then there's some great spice components that come with it too, some exotic cardamom. Well, I would probably think maybe more of a plum sauce, maybe a plum reduction. I'm big into the reductions because you really get a lot of that focused flavor and character. Putting this on a portobello mushroom or a filet mignon would work beautifully with this wine. Both those foods would cut that slight tannin in the finish, which I'm expecting. Music on this, I'm gonna take a sip, but I'm already getting some recalling some Jimi Hendrix here. But let's see what we get. Again, you mentioned a certain kind of a music pairing. Jimi Hendrix would be wonderful with this, a little Voodoo Child slight reprise. Wow. That's about how long you want to keep this in your mouth. The flavors just continue to build. The tannins are a little bit more firm on this than when we tried the 2003. Definitely getting a bit more texture. You really want to make sure that your fatty protein main food is going to go well with this, and I'd probably turn up the Jimi Hendrix to about 11. Invite you to come down to the tasting room here in beautiful downtown Healdsburg any Friday. You'll never know what we're going to have open on Library Fridays. Come on down and join us. Have to lay the bottle down. You're storing the cork up, all the sediments catching on the bottom. Some of these things are very important to understand because when you do have an aged wine,